Hey, welcome to another soul of the podcast. This MuddaCluckin podcast. I'm your host, D to the E, the A to the N. Dean Austin in the house. My guest today is my boy. He's a director, Kevin Stagger, out in Las Vegas, getting it in. I met him here in LA, but he's in LA in Las Vegas doing his thing, and I'm happy to have him on the show. So make sure you look him up, check out his films, check him out. He's done a lot of he's directed a lot of films, man. My boy has been doing it. Has a film called One Time, Lost Vegas, Homeward Bound, Family Blood, worked on SNL, and has worked with the one and only Eddie Murphy. I'm gonna bring my dude on right here, right now. Bring him in. This is my dude. But let me show you who I'm working with. It's my dude right here. Check him out. Bam. That's my man. That's Kevin Stagger.
Oh, hey,
what's up, man? What's
hey,
happening,
what's up,
man? What you eating over there?
I'm eating some celery. I'm on the diet now. You know
You're
what I
on
mean?
the diet, man. You doing good, brother. You looking good.
Well, I'm trying, man. I'm trying to. You know what I'm saying?
You always looking good, man. I ain't
I'm
never
trying
seen
to get
you
like you, man.
Oh man, come on, man. I ain't never look. I ain't never had the mustache you got and the goatee. You got the mustache and goatee that make everybody jealous.
Well, you know.
You had facial care product moves. You was on Instagram showing how your mama told you to keep your skin nice.
Yes, man. You saw that, huh?
Yeah, man. I pay attention, bro.
You be quiet. You be like, okay, I see what you're doing. Yeah, man. Hey, this is not bad for 85 years old, brother.
That ain't, man. And I'm not bad for 106.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, like they say black don't crack.
Looking like a baby Michael Jordan.
Hey, I'll take it, you know.
I'll take
it all day, brother. All day. Welcome, man. You in Vegas, huh?
Yes, sir. I'm in Las Vegas.
Oh man, I got you. How's Vegas treating you?
Oh, Vegas is great. You see the movie right there, Las Vegas. Vegas is great, man. I've been out here since 2013.
Oh wow, you made the move from LA to Vegas because we met here in La La Land.
Yeah.
And then you went up there and started doing your thing.
That's when I was doing comedy.
Yeah, you doing comedy, stripping, dancing, whatever it took, man. Whatever it took.
You remember when I used to be a stripper, huh? My name
Yeah. We was Chip and Dale together. One was Chip, one was Dale. We switched it up each night.
The thing was, they started paying me in cookies. That's how I gained all this weight.
Oh, I got you.
They paid me in cookies.
They paid me in Mint Milano cookies, and I tried to stay low because I'm a Mint Milano dude,
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the Mint Milanos and Petridge Farms up in this piece. I love some Mint Milanos, man.
But the funny thing is, man, I still remember that show. That last show that we did.
Yeah, my one-man show?
Yeah, one-man show. And you put me on as the opening act, bro.
Yeah, that's the last time I saw you.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
I felt bad because I was like, damn, I must have sucked because the brother ain't never called me again.
No. You was doing big things and you ended up moving, man. That ain't the reason. You was always on point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Always.
That was a good show, man. That was a good show.
Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you.
I was honored at the fact that you thought of me.
Oh man, we've been tight like peanut butter and jam. So of course I'm
gonna think of you.
You know, it's nothing.
Yeah.
I always think about you, even when we went to Vegas. Me and myself and Seymour, we talk about you all the time.
Seymour
Green.
Tell Seymour Green who hit me.
I'm gonna tell him.
Who the hell hit me?
He like a light-skinned midget. I love that brother. That's my dude. Good brother. Very funny. Him and Seymour and Alfred.
Alfred, man. Yeah.
They would do the Venice Beach and do all the promenades and all that stuff. And then they start doing cruise ships. And that's where they've been ever since.
Yeah. Well, the good thing about them two, man, is I would love to do a story on them because their history goes back, I mean, it's like a Gene Martin, Jerry Lewis kind of story between those two.
Oh, for sure. Without a doubt. No doubt.
To not do a story on them would be such a loss of talent that, you know what I'm saying? Yes. It really would. It'd be a loss, man. And I would hate to not do, especially when, they know their boy is a filmmaker. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So we got to get out to Vegas. I've been telling C we got to get out there and kick it with you,
Hell yeah, man.
I have family, I got cousins out there. You know, I got 2 cousins in Vegas actually.
Uh-huh.
And they be saying, when you gonna come out? When you gonna come out? So I got to get back out there anyway. You know,
You do, man, because you know it's so funny. I thought of I know this is gonna sound kind of crazy, but see, when I go to sleep, right, I dream movies. That's how I'm able to write the movies that I do.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
I dream them, and I dream of people that I want in them as a particular part that they can play. So I picture that person in a particular part.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And there was a movie that I was writing that I thought about you.
You know what's funny is I can relate to that because I've wrote jokes like that. I've dreamt a joke, and the next day wrote it, went to the comedy club and perfected it at the comedy club. And this is in Canada. I remember the joke is a very good joke. It's a long joke, and it's one of those jokes that all the women love, and all the dudes look at me like, "Why you say that?"
Right.
But I feel you when you dream. You know, that's a creative mind working whether you sleep or awake.
Yeah. Well, you know, I can't sleep without, you know, I understand. Okay, this is one of the things very important to me is that I understand when Michael Jackson said, you know, the music doesn't turn off in his head.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because he's constantly hearing it. Even when he's sleeping, you know.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So he wake up with a nightmare.
Right, exactly.
Right,
you know, the doctor's like, all right. Let's shoot him up with some stuff. You know. And so I understand what he was saying, that he needed all of that kind of drugs and stuff so to help him go to sleep. Right. Because the music wouldn't turn off. And that's kind of how it is with me at times. When I go to sleep, I dream movies. Right. You know. And sometimes, depending on the movie, man, I'm up and I can't sleep. Like this movie that you see in the background there, Las Vegas. I've never did a horror movie. Never thought about doing a horror movie. Right. You know? Right. And turns out, you know, when I started thinking about this movie, it became one of the things that I dreamt about. And I'd find myself, you know, having my iPad with me next to me, and I'd try to go to sleep, and I'm like, no, I gotta write this down. Right. Okay, go get some sleep now. Okay, no, that's not good. You know. And
so the funny thing about it, just like I'm sure this happens with you, is if you don't put it down immediately, you might forget it.
I don't even remember the movie that I wanted you in.
You see, yeah, you got to write it down. You write it down, you be like,
I didn't write it down.
Maybe you dream it again. You know.
You know. Yeah, but
something better,
totally.
Something different.
Huh?
Something different. You know, you dream something different and be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, man. All my movies are different, man. My movies are, you know, I don't do, you know, the last drug movie I did was One Time.
Okay.
And that comes out next month by it's being distributed by Maverick Entertainment.
Nice.
You know, and the funny thing is, man, I wanted to work with Maverick Entertainment for years. I remember I was like, when I saw them, I was like, they're gonna do my movie one day. And sure enough, you know, they're now distributing One Time.
That's beautiful, bro. That's what happens. It was meant for that to happen.
Yeah.
And you worked towards it. You were persistent. You was on your game, and it all fell right in place. Everything aligned perfectly.
Yeah. Well, that's been my whole life, man. You know, since I was 16.
Everything aligning.
I remember carrying the big ass video camera with the VHS camera in it, and I'd carry that, you know, with me and everything, and I'd see something, I'm like.
Right. And your neck was sore, and you had this big old video camera, but you got
that's all my stuff is yoked right there on that side.
Right, your right side was buffed.
You wanna know and the funny thing is, I always carry cameras with me, man. Where like I would go around my cousins who, you know, they were doing what they had to do, shady or not, you know.
Right.
But I was
the dude, it in.
Right, and I was the cousin that would come around with the camera, and they'd be like, "Hey man, hey, that's your cousin, right? Yeah, you got a camera on him again? Kev, you got a camera? Yeah, why, you want to film something? No, we don't want you to film nothing. That's why we asking."
Right. You need to turn that off before we do what we have to do.
You know what I mean? Every time I come around, they be like, "You got a camera on you, man?" Yeah. Get out of here, man.
Yeah, now you can be sneaky because everybody has a cell phone.
Right.
Back then,
I grew up in
back then it was obvious when you were filming.
Oh yeah, man.
Taping and recording.
I pull out stuff, right? I be pulling out stuff like, all right, then action, guys. Drug dealer number one, can you go ahead? Is that a real gun with real bullets? Yeah. Okay, good. You know, drug dealer number 2. Hey, fuck you, man.
That is hilarious. So I have a question. So how's the acting and directing scene in Vegas?
Well, you know what? It's a small community, you know, so a lot of people know everybody, and you get a lot of the same people that auditions for different roles and stuff like that. It's building. We're trying to get it to where people know that the independent filmmaker can come here to Vegas and film. You know, my goal is to create an atmosphere where actors can meet, greet, go over stuff, pitch ideas, and the organization of filmmakers come together and make it happen. You know, nice. But it's hard because, you know, getting people to, man, what's your
man, I ain't coming out there, man. That's too far to drive.
Well, you know what? Even if it and it really isn't, I think, you know, and to give you a prime example, there's an actress that was in my movie, Asia Phillips, who lives in Los Angeles. Right? I told her about it and about a part in the movie. Yo, she drove out here 4 hours out here on her own dime and was in the movie.
Nice. That's beautiful, man.
You know what
I mean? That says a lot about you for someone to do that.
What do you mean?
That means that, you know, you have to be a good person, man. You have to be likable. People have to like you to want to get in their car and drive 4 hours to be in a movie.
Yeah.
You know, because if they don't like you, nobody's gonna get in the car and roll out like that.
Right.
You know, even in LA, you know, even if it's 30 minutes away, you know, some people like, hey man, I'm performing. Why don't you come to Inglewood? You'd be like, shh, dog, that's too far, man. I can't go out there. But if you like that person, it's no problem. You go out there in a heartbeat, you know?
Well, I try to be like, man, my reputation is very important. And out here in Vegas is very small.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a very small community, and people are like, you know, you get a bad name going on about you. They know because it's so small.
Right. Right. Exactly.
You know, even in LA, the acting business is small out there.
That's true. That's true. As big as LA is, the acting business and entertainment is really small.
So you
can
imagine.
Knows everybody. I had one brother on, and he actually is a dog trainer. And he knows everybody I know, from stars to athletes to comedians. It's crazy. I was talking to him. He knew everybody I know.
You know me?
You know you do.
What the? Whoa.
Yeah. So that's amazing, man. That is amazing. So how was it working with SNL, Eddie Murphy, and stuff like that? How was that experience?
Man, that was an amazing dream come true to a time that I will never ever forget. It was one of those things where, like, I know that this business was destined for me. You know, like I couldn't be like, my step pop was a surgeon. You know, I couldn't do the surgery thing. But things fall into place, and when you're able to see that they're falling into place, you kind of know the direction and the path that you're supposed to go to.
Right.
We all have a path in our life that is chosen for us from our name and date of birth and everything, right?
Correct.
And if you don't follow that path, you won't be happy within whatever you're doing.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? True. That's why, you know, you do what you do. I do what I do. Jim Carrey does what he does.
Right.
You know, and everybody does what they do because that's the path that they're supposed to be taking. And the signs are always there for you to see it. It's just, it takes us forever to find them and follow them.
Right. Right.
You know, like my first job was working security. I worked for the security company named Effective Security. They were the worst security in the world.
It should have been ineffective security.
Ineffective, exactly. Right. But
take
my
a chance.
First taste of fame was across the street at the train station. They were filming Pat Benatar's "Love Is a Battlefield."
Okay.
So I'm supposed to be securing the property. I went across the street to see what the hell they were doing at the video shoot.
He's watching them shoot the video instead of securing.
Exactly. People walking out with stuff, and I'm like, yo, that's Pat Benatar over there, man.
Right,
you know?
right.
Then the company called me and asked me, hey, we have a job for you if you want it. It's over at I dropped something.
That's all right.
Right. They called me and said they have a job for me working at NBC, Saturday Night Live. I was like, what? They said, you want it? I was like, heck yeah. And that started it all. I got there and I was like, yo, I'm getting ready. I'm going to meet Eddie Murphy. Holy mackerel, this is crazy. Right. So the dude and I was there for 2 years. So when I first got there, the dude who introduced me, I don't remember his name, but he was like, "Yeah, you're gonna get to meet Eddie Murphy and everything." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." And next thing you know, he says, "As a matter of fact, they're on their way up." Man, I was nervous as heck. I was like, "Eddie Murphy's coming, gonna meet Eddie Murphy. Holy shit, this is crazy." Right? And next time I hear ding, and I see this big dude come walking out the elevator. He's like, "Okay, here they come now." And I'm sitting there like, "Oh shit, Eddie Murphy." Right? Here comes another big dude, and then here comes Eddie. And Eddie got on these jockey boots, right? I'll never forget the outfit.
Jockey boots.
Jockey boots. He had these black leather jockey boots. He had on a velvet jacket. He was going through his Prince phase right now, right this time. And he had on a shirt with the ruffles on the sleeves and everything. And he had his shades on. And my man come walking out the elevator, cool as a fan. I'm sitting there like, yo, look at this dude. It's all cool and everything with his bodyguards. Right. He walks up to my man and gives him a dap. And I'm just all in his grill. I'm like, you know, and the dude says, "Hey, Eddie, this is the new dude, Kevin. Kevin, this is Eddie Murphy." And I'm like, "Hey, Mr. Murphy, it's nice to meet you." And he said, "Call me Mr. Murphy." You know, I was like, "Yo."
And it's funny because all these big dudes came out, and you see Eddie, he ain't even tall.
No, he ain't tall at all.
Dude. Yeah.
You know, and I remember the first time he let me. There was a Larry Holmes fight. He was fighting somebody. And I go upstairs and I'm standing on the outside of Eddie's dressing room, and I'm watching the fight. It's him, Richard Tinkin, all his bodyguards and everything, Larry, and we're watching the fight, right? And I'm busy looking at the fight. Like, now just say that the TV is over here, Eddie is over here, right? I'm watching the fight, but I'm over here like this. Yo, that's Eddie Murphy right there, man. I can't believe I'm sitting right next to Eddie Murphy, man. Out of nowhere, right? I don't know what possessed me to do it, but I said, "Hey, man, anybody want any gum?" And it was just like one of the moments, like, what? It was weird. It was wrong.
What nobody. Bubblicious, Hubba Bubba.
No, it was Juicy Fruit.
All right.
Right. So one of Eddie's boys, you know, they all started laughing because it was just awkward, you know.
Right. And
it was like, yeah, man, I'll take one, man. I said, "Okay, cool, here you go." I said, "Thanks, man, for saving face." He said, "Yeah, that was awkward. That was weird."
Oh, one of the guys said that?
Yeah. Because Eddie just laughed. Eddie was like, you know.
Anybody want some gum?
Right.
You know what to say, did you?
Huh?
I said, you didn't know what to say. You say, "Anybody want some gum?" And they was like,
yeah, it was just weird because it's like Eddie looked at me, and that's when he said, you know, he was watching the fight, and he looked at me, and I said, "Anybody want any gum?" You know. Yeah, but it was cool, man, because I was there for the first year. Then the second year I came back, I met tons of people, and Eddie was the one who first introduced me to quiche.
Oh, okay. So you know, yeah, that's that egg. Yeah, you know what that was, huh?
Yeah, I know what it was. You know
yeah, you know, I used to thought quiche was a girl. Keisha.
So for Keisha. Keisha LaChief. Come here, girl.
You want to meet Keisha? Oh no, I want a piece of quiche. Okay.
I know quiche. You know Keith? Right. Yeah, I know Keith, man. Her brother trains dogs in LA.
Yeah, that's right, Keith. His sister Keisha, that's Keith. Right.
But yeah, he the one, because what happened was at the end of the night, they would all, you know, people would come over and just give them stuff. You know, brands would come over and just bring him all kind of stuff, food and all this stuff. And he'd be like, "Hey man, you want it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll take it. Go ahead, man, you have it." And I would take all this stuff home and go home to my girl, be like, "Yeah, you know, I bought you some quiche."
She's like, "You thought of me? You know, quiche is expensive." And don't worry, I got you, baby. I got you.
What is it? It's stuff that's in there.
It's something that white folks rich eat.
Which white
but I'm giving it to you.
I'm giving it to you.
You know, in the hood, you ain't never had no quiche.
I ain't never had no quiche.
You had egg salad.
You know, it was funny because when I asked Eddie, I said, "Hey man, what's quiche?" He's like, "Niggas." I mean, man, I don't know. I'm from the Bronx, man. We never had no quiche.
Man. You know, we wasn't raised. Look, black families weren't raised on no quiche. I just hate to say it. It's a fact. Well, even if you weren't in the hood and you was in the middle class, we didn't eat quiche.
No,
you know,
we ate eggs.
Eggs.
When I ate it, I was like,
egg sandwich.
It is nothing but eggs with a crust on it, man. It should have been crusted, something like that, man. You know, but yeah, he would give me all this. I remember one time somebody gave him some gold roses. right?
Like gold, like roses that spray gold, painted gold.
Yeah, long stem gold roses.
Right.
He was like, "Yeah, man, you want it?" I was, yeah. Right. I go home and give it to my girl. I said, "Hey, baby, look, I bought you some long stem roses." She said, "No, you didn't. You got that from Eddie Murphy." You know why? Because I know you tell me the story every day. So I know those came from Eddie. Don't even try it. I was like, "Damn."
You're like, "Oh man, hey, you got to. You if you never told her anything, she wouldn't know." But she
would have never known.
She knew you was coming home with a lot of stuff though.
Yeah.
Like every time you go to work, you came home with something. So she's like,
every night, man. Every night you go to work, and and it's funny because I'm there and I see the beginning, the onset of how it starts, the celebrity guests and everything, and I see the rehearsals. And on Saturday night, it really is an amazing feeling because you hear that music and everything. With Don Pardo. This is Don Pardo, and it's Saturday night. And everybody goes crazy. Yeah, it was a lot of fun because that shit happened. I was running around just to be looking like I was doing something. I had shit to do. I'm just
just walking around having a good time.
Yeah.
now your latest project is Las Vegas. That's your latest project.
That's the one right there in the back. Let me see. Can you see that?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice, man. Nice.
Thank you, man.
Y'all, it's not Las Vegas. It's Lost. LOST.
Well, there's a story behind that.
Okay.
Why it was called that?
What?
You want to hear it?
Yes, sir. Here we go.
Here you go. Initially, it was called COVID 2029.
Okay. All right.
And what happened was the distributor who one of the Maverick Entertainments was like, "We love it, but the name is going to be a hard sell because no one really wants their product to come on after COVID 2029. It's like, hey, man, watch the movie COVID 29, man. And did you get them aspirins that came on after the COVID show? No.
Right.
So they were like, if you can change the name, it'd be a great thing. So the other thing was Michael Bay came up with a movie similar to mine called COVID 2023.
Oh, he kept COVID in his, huh?
Yeah. I was like, hey, man,
what you doing?
Coming out? Huh?
Right. You thinking, why he get away with putting COVID in it? And I can't put COVID in mine. Oh, because he Michael Bay. Is that why?
Exactly. They were like, look, there's Michael Bay and then there's Bowfinger.
Right. We know who we're gonna go with. Right.
So we're gonna go with the $20 million budget compared to your 12,000 budget. Okay. So I came up with the name. I was thinking it was one of those things where I had to think of a name. I couldn't think of a name. And then it just hit me, Las Vegas.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
It's a good name for it though, because was it surrounding pandemic? Is that why they called it COVID?
Yeah, I actually filmed it during the pandemic when Vegas was shut down. So I got shots of Vegas that you'll never see again, where Vegas is shut down completely. The strip, there's no people on the strip.
That's beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even pay for that kind of shot.
Yeah. Without a doubt, that's some serious footage.
Yeah,
to have Las Vegas empty, strip empty, man. That's
right. You can actually walk on the freeway. Okay. Yeah, you can stop your car and literally walk on the freeway,
and not worried about getting hit or rear-ended or nothing.
Nothing.
You can actually stop on the freeway and eat a sandwich on the freeway.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Sit there and do white people shit.
Yeah, great. Just do something strange,
Only a white person would do that, would be on the freeway and just have a sandwich.
And some quiche. I mean, a sandwich, some quiche. Give me some some Jello too.
Some quiche, for real. But I got that kind of footage, man. But this movie was one of those that made me, I couldn't sleep. I wake up and that's how I come to movies, man. That's how I come up with ideas. It has to, whatever it is, it has to move me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It has to be one of those things that I can't wait to get to. You know what I mean? And I can't, and when I am able to fall asleep, I can't wait to get back to it. Right. That's when you're onto something that's going to be great, because is occupying your mind, is occupying your time. It's one of those things that when you say you're doing it, you know you're doing it.
Right.
You follow me?
Exactly.
So in other words, hey man, let me move over. I got the stain right there. So anyway, it's
nobody can even see that.
Until I notice it. Now
you notice it, right? So you pointed out, now everybody like this. So yes, you're right. It's when it occupies your mind, man. That means it's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to live it.
Yes,
you're supposed to live it.
You bring it into fruition, because when somebody asks you what you're doing, you already know what you're doing.
Right.
I'm working on this project.
Right. Exactly.
You know, and the great thing about being a film director and writer is when you write the words "the end" and you see the movie finished and you see it in the theater. That, my friend, is an amazing feeling.
I can imagine. It's
you know what I mean?
It's the same as when you're doing stand-up and then you write a joke, right? And the joke, you've been trying to perfect it and you finally perfect it. And when you finally see it work in front of a large crowd, and then you even get to see it when someone, like on television or anywhere, somebody film it or you film it, it's just amazing feeling. So it's the finished product of what you put your hard work into. And that finished product, I mean, that's with anything. If you have a finished product, you put something into it, man, it's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. It's a rush. It's euphoric. It's just it motivates you to be more creative and to do more and to want to do more.
Right. It's like when I did my first movie, which was a kids movie called Homeward Bound, and I wrote it and produced it, and I was homeless when I finished it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was one of the questions I was going to ask you was have you ever directed kids? But you just
yeah. My own kids. They used to call me Joe Jackson.
You used to make them work when he was kids, huh?
Well, you remember my son.
I remember them little handsome young men.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You had them in there. You like, you gonna get out there and you gonna act.
Right.
You gonna do it.
I would take them to the beach to Venice, and they would sit there and watch Alfred and Seymour. And I'm like, go in there. Just jump in. Tell them, kid, just walk in there. Walk. You know, and you know, they used to drive around on the beach in a little Jeep, battery operated Jeep with the stereo on the back, and people be like, yo, those are some cute kids right there, man. So I think it was something that was just in the destiny for them.
And they enjoy it. They love it. They love it.
Yeah. You know, I never forced them to do anything.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Even today, you know, that's my son right there.
Yeah.
You know, and even today he's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna take a break from the movie. I'm like, boy, you did 3 movies. What do you mean you're taking a break?
He act like he put a lifetime of work in the movies. Huh? Yeah, you know, I think after this third one, man, I'm about to take a break because you know, I'm a thespian. Okay,
right. You know what I mean? And I'm like, this kid, but you know, that's on him. I'm like, yo, you know, if you want to relax, don't do it. You know, don't do it.
Right.
You know, I never forced him into doing it, but they've done like maybe 4 or 5 movies or something like that.
Oh, okay, all right.
You know, with other filmmakers, and then there's of course mine. Homeward Bound is one that has been honestly, it's been a child's favorite. Even to this day, kids love that movie.
So was it hard working with kids? I mean, other than yours?
I shouldn't say this.
I hate them little no, you can't say it. But,
you know what? I don't really like working with kids who have not. It
don't sound bad, bro. Get it out. You know, I don't like some kids myself. Now, I love all children, all you kiddies out there, you know.
Right, sure.
I love you, but I will beat you because I'm old school. But that's about it.
Well, I don't like working with kids who have not been trained and don't understand, you know, and all parents say, oh, yo, wait. I had a parent tell me the other day that their kids, you know, put them in the thing because they want to act and they know how to act. And I'm like, it's because he know how to act a fool around you.
Right.
Does not mean he know how to act when that camera is on him on the
Correct. Set. He doesn't know how to take directions whatsoever.
Not at all.
He don't know what a mark is. He don't know. He don't know when you say feed me the line. Nothing. He don't know none of that.
I say speed, you know, and that kid starts running around. I'm like, see, I know speed don't mean running, bro. That's the microphone.
You say speed, he start running in circles.
Yeah, right. You know, like I remember my son was doing a movie one day, man, and he was flying around the set, and I was like, hey, man, and I said, Dakota, stop it. And he's like, Dad, it's not me, it's the sugar.
You just took off. What do you have? Like, you gave him a piece of cake before the set?
Yeah. Well, he was eating watermelon.
Well, watermelon, that's a healthy sugar though.
Oh, whatever it was, man, they had him going. He was in the Christina Aguilera video.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so they've been doing it for a minute. And the funny thing is, they've met so many stars through me that when they meet him or they see him on TV, they're like, "Dad, did you you know him?" I'm like, "Yep, I worked with him." Wait, hold on, here we go. Boom, right. There we are.
Right.
Damn. So it got to the point they know when something, or I know I said I worked with somebody, whatever. They like, yeah, my dad.
Yeah, he know it's real when you say it now.
Right.
Like
people like you don't know Eddie Murphy. Your dad don't know Eddie Murphy. Is that a picture of my dad holding Eddie Murphy in his arms? Yeah, like a firefighter. Yeah, that's him. That was a funny time.
Hey, bro, you have some amazing shots. I will say that you have everybody. I think Aretha Franklin. Honestly, I thought I saw Herbie Valley on your shoulders one time. I'm like, is that the plane? the plane. You have to hold them. I'm like, come on, Tattoo. Come on, Tattoo.
I forget who I've met. You know what I mean?
You met a lot of people. Bro. A lot of people.
I met a lot of people.
And I know it was here in LA, but now you meet people when you went to Vegas, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's so easy now that I don't even freak out on them anymore. Now, hey, man, because I realize, you know what? They're humans just like me.
Right.
They get the bubble guts just like me.
Yeah. They feel bad the same way. They have pains. They be worried. They have frustrations.
Yeah.
All the emotions that we have, they have,
Yeah. You know what made me realize it was Janet Jackson. She said, this blew my mind when she said, you can have all the money in the world and still be unhappy. I'm like, what?
Right. You sitting there homeless. What she say?
Right. I'm sitting in my little Fiero, sitting there editing my little movie, in the Fiero talking about, bitch. I'm like, man, you could have all the money in the world, and it was like one of those things.
So true.
Like, huh?
It's so true because there are people with a lot of money, believe it or not, bro, that check out. They cancel Christmas, man. They don't want to be around no more.
No,
and they have all the money. You thinking, man, you got a Lamborghini, you got a big old home, you got everything you want. If you're a dude, you got the finest women, or if you're a woman, you got to find the most handsome men. Everything you want, anything you want to buy.
Or if you're a woman and you got the finest woman.
Right. That too. Right. Same old. But whatever it is that you can obtain materially, a materialistic value, none of it matters when you're miserable. Be honest, none of it.
Yeah. That's why I always try to stay positive, and I feel that a positive attitude is a move forward because you're always going to be positive. Negative, you don't really see happy negative people.
No. Somebody that's happy and negative at the same time.
Right. What? No, you don't see that.
Right. I'm so happy that I hate everybody,
Right.
I'm so happy that I hate everybody. I just want to hurt somebody, but I'm happy.
I just want to hurt somebody. Exactly.
I'm happy.
I want to punch you right here in the throat.
Right. I want to take my hand and stick it through your jugular and pull it out your trachea, but I'm miserable, but I'm happy that I can do that.
I'm happy that I can do that. Exactly.
I'm happy that I can get that frustration out on your face.
Yeah. So when I heard her say that, I had to come to the realization of it, like, wow, I guess that is true. So you're normal just like me. And then a lot of times what happens is when you do meet them and you treat them normally, they end up respecting you more.
Yes.
Than you acting like a crazy person that never seen them. And I get the crazy. Because one time Eddie said to me, it's not that when I go outside, I get the people yelling, screaming, coming at me and everything else every day.
Mm-hmm. But
they only get one time and one chance to meet him.
Right.
So that's why they act crazy and this, that, and the next thing.
Right.
But if you act like, hey man, what's up, man?
Yeah.
Like it ain't nothing. They look at you like, hey, you ain't
they respect crazy. You, and they will open up to you, and they'll be your friend.
Yeah.
Celebrities will be your friend if you just treat them normal.
Yeah.
I
remember my son was Dakota was friends with Bow Wow. Bow Wow used to call the house and be like, "Hi, can I speak to Dakota?" And we'd be like, "Yo, it's Bow Wow."
Right.
And my son would be on the phone with him. He was 3. They're 10 years apart. So he was 3, and Bow was 13. And Bow would say, I'm listening on the other end of the phone. And my son would be like, there'd be a moment of silence. And Bow would say, "What you doing?" He said, "I'm talking to you." And, "Oh, okay." Right. And then there's more silence. And he said, "So what you doing?" And my son would say, "I'm talking to you. Why do you keep asking me this?" I'm like, "Yo, chill, big dog. What are you doing?"
But that's kids.
But that's kid, and he's keeping it real with him.
You're keeping it real.
Dude, I'm talking to you.
Right.
Why you keep asking me? What's going on with you? So
all the celebrities I met the same way. Just real people, man. You treat them like that, and they treat you the same. They don't. They respect you, and they gravitate towards you because they don't get that attention. It's usually something like you said. People lose their mind because, like you said,
or there's a motive.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. See, like I act that way when I see you. I'm like, Dean Austin.
No, you don't. I act that way when I see you. You do my one-man show. Oh my God. I can't believe it. You got film. You gonna do film it on God.
That's my man right there, Baby Jordan.
Baby Jordan. Now this is what I call during this time in the podcast. I call it RQT time. RQT. Yeah, not RQT. RQT. Random question time. It's just a random question. Random question.
I thought you like random RQT. I was like, well, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Times have changed since the last time I seen you. Right.
RQT time.
Well, wait, before you do that, let me ask you something. Are you still doing your shows?
One man?
Well, I know you're
doing yeah. Yeah, I performed last.
Timo was on the cruise and everything, right?
Right. I'm still performing. I don't stop doing stand-up.
Okay.
Is that what you're talking about, stand-up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought about stripping. I'm stripping too now.
Oh.
Yeah. Chocolate Thunder's in the house all the time. You know what I mean? I get it in. I go to Walmart aisle 17. You can look, if you want some free peas, hey, I got you.
Well, listen, I'm starting the show out here.
Okay.
Right? You know how they got it's a strip show. And you know how they got the Excalibur Hotel, they have the Thunder Down Under.
Thunder Down Under.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And there's a long-haired rock dudes with the muscles and the cut and everything, and they do the strip show. So I'm doing one now. I'm getting ready to start. I just need to get all the guys together. But it's called Chunky Brothers Over There.
Chunky Brothers Over There. Right. All right. I like that one. That's a good Chunky Brother. You know what? I send all the women that I know in LA to go to Vegas to see Chunky Brothers Over There.
Yes, it's a dad bod show.
Dad bod. So that means tip low and come and make sure you stay late because you might need to help somebody out that fall out and pass out.
Well, see, that's just the thing. The show only lasts 20, 30 minutes. And then it's over.
It's what you call it. Remember speed dating?
Right.
It's a speed strip show.
It's a speed strip show because backs be hurting and stuff.
Everything. Knee go out, joint, back go out.
Kicking in.
Cataracts hurting. How you be stripping your eyes hurt? Get off the pole, Cletus.
So the show is called Chunky Brothers Over There. Don't go see
Chunky Brothers Over There.
Go see Chunky Brothers Over There.
And you can actually take that show to the Rusty Pelican too. I'm opening up a spot called the Rusty Pelican out here. And it's everybody that know they're not attractive. Okay. So it's just a normal show for people who know that they'll never be strippers. There'll never be that one that people go, I like him. But they go in there to see their real average people.
Right.
You know?
That's funny. That's our first date is April 12th over at Whiskey Pete's.
Okay. Right. Our first date at the Rusty Pelican is May 19th.
But actually, man,
behind 7-Eleven, so you can come on out and check it out. You know, it's gonna be hot though. It's gonna be hot.
It's gonna be hot, man. It's gonna be a quick show. Hot. Like I said, it might smell like Ben Gay inside the plane, but
right.
But
it's gonna be all right. Might smell
actually,
like it might smell like Doritos and kneecaps. But but it's gonna be good.
You know it's gonna be good. If anything smells like Doritos, it's gonna be good.
Doritos and kneecaps around there. That's what it's gonna smell like.
Kneecap
like,
butter.
man, for some reason, I got the munchies walking in your strip club.
Oh man. Man, Dean, you cracking me up, brother. You got it hot.
All right, let me ask you this question, because I always throw a random question there that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Okay.
All right. Shoot.
Nothing. This is a question and a why. Okay. So you answer it and you say why. Okay.
It was that one time when I was in jail. And I didn't know, I had to...
One time, bro. And why? All right. So my man, director, Kevin Stagger, in the house. Parachute pants or jorts? The shorts, jean shorts. And why? Parachute pants or jorts?
Well, I'm not familiar with jorts.
You see them jorts, them rednecks in the South. They wear the shorts that's cut off that look like shorts. They're jean shorts.
But they call them jorts.
They call them jorts.
I would go with that what's the other pants?
Parachute pants.
Yeah, I go with the Hammer parachute pants because of the the name that follows the Hammer parachute. And then you don't have to wear underwear. You can just be hanging on free to your nose and
they're silky. This is the first time a man can wear pants the way women wear undergarments and feel nice. So with parachute pants, when I was a kid and they said parachute pants, I used to think you can just jump off something and take off.
I've done it.
Because you say parachute pants, you just go up to the top of the hill and just jump.
Bro, I can't tell you how many times I jumped off the shit and I'm sitting there tomorrow.
Yeah. You know how many brothers were lost in the hood that never came back because they jumped?
The crazy thing is those pants actually made it into it was between Bobby Brown and Hammer that made those pants famous.
Bruh, I had a pair and they were
several.
They were nice pants.
Yeah. I was gonna wear them at your show, but I decided to go leather. I went leather instead of doing the parachute pants. And you can get away with those pants. You throw on the white.
Man, it's free.
White
it's smooth.
Shirt.
Yeah, man. It's the styles back in the day were more comfortable. Now everything is skinny this and skinny that, and tight this and tight that. Now for a grown man, you don't want to be wearing skinny nothing. Whether you're in shape or not, it doesn't really matter. You don't wear nothing skinny.
I was just talking to a friend of mine about the dudes today in the skinny jeans, and when they wear pants that are so tight that you got your nuts over here and you got your penis over here, and they don't even know each other.
They don't. They like, what are you doing? I don't know. What you doing over there? I'm alone.
Like, are you gonna move over? Like, I don't know, because it's nutty. That nut is nutty. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't wear nothing. I try not to wear anything tight.
Yeah, you want to be comfortable as a grown man, and you know this. Even women, when women get older, everything is for comfort. Should be,
right?
Your pants, your shoes. You wear nice shoes, but they have to be comfortable. Remember the shoes? What they called? Wallabies. Remember Wallabies?
No.
Oh man, I wish I should have brought it. Instead, I'm gonna get up and go get it. But the Wallaby was a leather shoe and they made them in leather and suede, and the bottom was rubber, all rubber, a thick piece of rubber that went all the way from the front to the back of the shoe. But the shoe was made almost like a boot shoe, the most comfortable shoe known to man, but stylish. It was in the in the 70s, late 70s, early 80s. Beautiful shoe.
Wallabies. Now you're gonna have me looking up Wallabies.
Look for them. I'm gonna look when we finish.
Looking at Wallabies.
Make sure you text me since I hit you. I'm surprised. Like you said, I have your email when you gave me your email and it popped up, but I didn't see your name, but your email popped up. I'm like, okay, but I'll send you a picture of the Wallabies because I got a pair and they dope. They real nice, burgundy, bro.
Wait, you have a pair of Wallabies?
Yeah, buddy.
You have a pair of Wallabies now?
Yes, I bought them. Wow. I bought them about a couple years ago at the mall because I saw them
at the Wallaby shoe store.
At the regular shoe store. They're not like orthopedic shoes, bro. You ain't got to strap where you put the Velcro on the.
Oh,
they're not like that. That's the next level. That's not comfort. That's where you just feel like you might need to hover around one of those tubs where you walk into.
Dude, let me tell you how I am, man. I am so like old fashioned with stuff. Like I had a pair of Sammy Davis Jr. Shinies, right? that you wear for weddings and tap dancing. Never put those shoes on because they were too tight. The other day, when we had the movie premiere for Las Vegas, I needed a pair of shoes.
Right.
So, and it was between wearing a pair of shoes or my favorite pair of sneakers, which are Felix.
Okay.
Right. So I bought a pair of shoes just for the heck of it. And my son seen the shoes. He's like, oh, shoe. Look at Dad. Dad got the lemon pepper church steppers. I'm
lemon
like,
pepper church steppers?
Yes.
You got me over here crying. Lemon pepper church steppers.
Yes.
Oh, man.
And I'm like, wait, what's wrong with these shoes? It's nothing. They'll just look like the lemon pepper church steppers. Like when you wear those, you got to be holy.
Yeah, right. You wear those, it seems like you should be carrying a Bible and have a collar.
Exactly. Those are lemon pepper church steppers. You'll know them when you see them because you'll see them and you'll say to a person, oh, damn, he got the lemon pepper church steppers.
Lemon pepper church steppers.
Yeah.
Now say that 8 times. Lemon pepper church steppers. Lemon pepper church steppers. You know.
So that's how I'm so like not into fashion. Like you would never see me. You can't be a fat dude in tights anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? Skinny jeans.
Like Heavy D was a perfect example of how to be big and smooth.
Yes. You know
Heavy
what I'm saying?
D was always clean.
Always clean. When I see fat dudes now and they got on these little jeans and their stomach is and you know, a fat dude, I ain't gonna lie, fat dudes have no ass. So they're wearing skinny jeans on their back. I'm like, yo, dude, come on, man. They call skinny jeans for a reason. For skinny people. Right.
They're
not called muffin tops.
Or they call them skinny jeans or skinny product, but there's European cut.
Exactly.
Anything that's European cut, Italian cut, Germany, don't put it on, bro.
It's not for you, bro. You from the Bronx.
No. I was in Germany and I bought a nice blazer suit actually, and it's actually one of my promo shops from back in the day. Beautiful suit, but that suit was all straight European cut. And it was like straight down. You know what I mean?
Nuts over here.
Oh, hey,
junk
man.
over there.
Hey. It was nice, man. That suit's nice. I still can fit it too. That's what's crazy.
What?
Yeah, but I'm, I put some muscle on, so I gotta make sure I put the right shirt on under it.
Dude, let me tell you something, and this is a true story. One day I was at the Comedy Store and I put on something really tight, right? I thought the jeans look okay. Cedric the Entertainer was the one who started the jokes about my pants being so tight. His exact word, and that's why I still keep that joke, but his exact word, look, this nigga's jeans is so tight. You got your nuts over there and your dick over there, and they ain't even know each other. And man, everybody just was like, I was like, I had to leave after that. He's like, where you going, tight pants?
That's crazy. Now, have you ever thought about doing an animation?
No.
Okay.
I don't know about the electronics and the how it goes and everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm more into capturing the genre of each one.
Okay.
You know what I mean? From horror to love stories to porno. I'm sorry, I just joking. But from comedies, like I did an action, which was One Time, which comes out next month on Maverick Entertainment.
Put it out there.
Huh?
Yeah. I say put it out there.
Yeah. And then I did a kids film, which was Homeward Bound, which was really good. And then I got this one here, which is a horror movie. So, I'm doing it. The next one I'm probably going to do is going to be a thriller or a comedy or something like that. Nice.
We talk so much and we enjoy each other's company. I forgot to put your info down at the bottom, but it's scrolling now. So
I just seen that pop up. I was like,
right. Yeah. I'm professional, bro. I'm doing, this you call it guerrilla shooting.
You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm professional, and I just put it up. Sometimes
you get caught up in the moment,
Yeah.
And we haven't seen each other in a while, and
dude,
we go way
years,
back,
man. Because I think the last time I seen you was when we did your show.
It had to have been. To have been.
I think it was, man.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was nice though. That was nice venue.
There had to be over
10 years ago.
Oh yeah, man. My son is 24. And he wasn't even born.
Wow. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and you still look the same, dude. You have like not one wrinkle, even on your forehead. You have like not one wrinkle.
Come on, man.
Dude, your head is so smooth. You make me want to go like
milk that head, huh?
Milk that head.
You haven't changed either. The only thing you changed is you had hair.
Well, you know what? I can still grow hair. I just keep it shaved because it's easy to maintain.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful to keep it. You ever drive down the street and kind of put your head outside the window and let the breeze hit it?
No.
Man, it's like, you know how dog put his head out? Man, it's a good feeling, bro. It's a good feeling.
Is it?
Oh man, shave your head. Look, shave your head one morning and then get up and it's still kind of not cold, but a little brisk. And put your head to the window, not on the window, but out the window. Man, you'll be happy, so happy. You'll thank me later because it's a great feeling, bro.
Wow. Your ass gonna have me sitting outside the car window.
People don't realize how good a smooth head feel, a bald head feel when it's shaved and it's fresh and
Yeah, well, your head, man, makes me like I would give you a couple of dollars just to let me smack the shit out. Because it's so smooth, you know what I mean? You don't have
and I'll take a couple of dollars. I'll let you smack it too from the back, not the front. You do the back because you don't see the marks in the back. Front, you might see the marks.
Right, man. But yeah, that's and I put on a little bit of weight,
Yeah, but you still look the same too, bro. Some people just look different. Have you? I've talked about this before on stage because I was with my boy in Michigan, and this girl came through. She's like, Brian, his name is Brian McCree, very funny comedian out of Michigan. And she's like,
Brian Pumper.
And I was like, oh, I miss you. You don't remember me from high school? And Brian was just staring at her because he didn't recognize her. But then finally said yes, but he really did. I can tell. You can tell somebody go, yeah, but they really don't.
Yeah.
And then he walked away and said, man, I don't even know who that was. He said, but I know her name. And he said she grew out of recognition. She don't even know who she is. She grew out of what she looked like. And I was like, wow, that was a good one. So I went on stage talking about that. But some people change when they get older. They don't look the same.
Right.
So like it may just be the eyes. It may just be the eyes that you recognize. Or the voice or certain mannerisms. But other than that, they don't look the same, bro.
Well, see, one thing about you that I always wanted to notice that you've always had that thin mustache to go right across there. That old that crooner kind of mustache.
Yeah, man. I love my mustache. Look, when I was in college, I pledged in the fraternity and they cut it off and I was mad. I had to cut it off for the fraternity because I was in the fraternity. So we all had to look the same. Shaved heads, no mustache, no facial hair. I was hot. I couldn't wait till I finished so I could grow my mustache back. Even when I go out for something, they go, well, will you shave for the part? I say yes, because I'll do the part. But as soon as it's over, I ain't touching my face, man.
Right. Yeah, you've always had, and I've always thought it was cool on you. It always looked cool on you. You always remind me of one of them lemon pepper church stepper kind of dudes.
Lemon pepper church stepper?
When you've always had that cool one. I could never grow mine like that. Mine always grow like what's his name? Fred Williamson.
Right.
Mine always go thick and all the way over here.
Right,
Fred
Williamson. Big.
Fred Williamson, he was the only one that could have a mustache that grow here and connect to his beard over here. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's how mine grows.
I've had mine like this forever. And the other person that I remembered is a celebrity we talked about him, Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy at one point had one that was thin like mine. And then he had a fat one too. He had one like yours and one like mine. He switched it up. Yeah. I just never went fat. I never wanted to go fat, because I feel like I look like somebody's daddy when I'm fat, even though I do have a child. I just didn't want it to look like I'm at the peak sitting there pissed off with a big mustache.
Right. Who's in the mustache, man?
Right. Ain't that your daddy?
You bring motherfuckers in the mustache? Yeah, I just that's crazy that you said, but yeah, look, I have no wrinkles, no nothing.
Yeah, you could telling you, man. Hey, we doing it, bro. Whatever. We need to keep those jujubes going. We eating and
hey,
cocoa butter, aloe vera.
You see, this is an aloe vera plant.
That's aloe vera.
It's aloe vera with no. It's celery.
That's celery. But hey, but you know what? I got aloe vera here. So, and people eat it. I never had it, but people eat aloe vera.
Yeah,
you can buy it. It's expensive.
Black don't crack, bro.
Bruh, it don't crack.
You know, and I've been doing facials since, again, like I was 16.
But I think it don't crack, but I didn't see it fall out though. I didn't see it fall out.
I know I've seen some that's been broken. Oh crap, but this shit will definitely break.
Been broken for a long time.
Right. Like, you ever run into an ex and you be like, whew.
Exactly. Like, dodged the bullet.
I dodged a bullet on that one. Holy hell.
Man.
So you gotta
what's that?
Give me another random question. I like those random things.
You like a random question? Okay, I'm gonna give you a random question. All right, random question. Random question. All right. Would you rather date a tall woman with tiny feet or date a skinny woman with fat feet?
Give me the tall one with the little feet. I don't like feet anyway. You know what I mean? And when I look at the feet, I don't want to see. Matter of fact, give you an example. I was in a restaurant the other day, and this lady came in there, and she had on a 2-piece bathing suit on, and I was like, "Yo, this is like the white Rasputia." You know what I mean? I was right there by the Virgin Hotel, and she came in there, you know, and I was like, whoa. And I looked down at her feet, and she had them in sandals, and they look like prisoners, you know. Her toes look
right, they look like they were trying to break out of jail, huh?
Yeah, they were like, yo, man, can you just help us one time, man?
See, the pinky toe looked at you, huh?
Just pull one strap, man, and the 5 of us will go.
Right. Just can anybody got a knife?
Something, man. It was like, man, them feet were big. They were some big fat feet.
Wow, you know? Big fat feet.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't blame you.
I can't be in my lemon pepper church steppers.
No, with that
the fat feet.
Nah,
you know what I mean.
That's
so yeah,
funny.
It was.
Wow.
Where'd you come up with that one?
I don't know. I'm just, these are random. Hey, I said random question time. That's all this is. Random. This off the head, off the dome. You know how we roll. You know. I got another one for you. And you're the first person I've done more than one. I usually just do one random question in the middle, and just to see how people are gonna react, because we already talking about whatever. So this is just fun stuff I want to throw out there. Okay, another random question. Would you bungee cord jump? No, you gotta listen before you say answer.
Okay.
Would you bungee cord jump blindfolded with a swimsuit on? Would you bungee cord blindfolded with a swimsuit on, or would you walk uphill with ankle weights on and a thong?
Oh shit. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and probably do the bungee jump, man, because I ain't got no ass to be walking around. They be like, yo, my man got a thong on his back. You know.
Man, talking, you got me cracking with me sweating over here, because when you laugh, you laugh, you sweat,
Yeah. Oh man, you funny, man. You are so funny.
So I'm happy that the fam's good. You getting your grind on. I got to get to Vegas. I got to get out there. I don't, I'm only 4 hours from you, so I need to get out there anyway.
Right.
I don't
know why you haven't came out with Seymour.
I'll bring Seymour. Seymour comes to Vegas. He comes to Vegas, of course, more than I do, because he brings his girl out there and they roll out, just to get away. Matter of fact, he was there not long ago for a wedding. A friend of his had a wedding in Vegas.
Okay.
So next time he roll out, I'm gonna roll with him, or we'll roll together.
Yeah,
just come out,
Wasn't you with him when he was when he got his Lamborghini? Were you there?
I was there.
Okay. He was like, yeah, funny. Rolling out my Lamborghini. How you start this one?
Right. Hey, okay, we took it out. Look, we took it out. Stag, we took it out and we got out there and we had the top down, right? We don't know how to work it.
Right.
It started raining, bro. We trying to press buttons, trying to figure out how to let the top up. It's getting wet on the interior.
Oh no.
I figured it out. I finally figured it out, but we were struggling, man. We was like, dude, we got to drive all the way back down the freeway in the rain to where the spot, the car dealership, man.
That is the
but don't get me wrong. It was nice riding in the Lamborghini, but that's not my. I'm not a Lamborghini person.
Yeah, it's too
you know,
small.
there's some nice fast cars out there that to me ride better than Lamborghini. I'm a Porsche dude. Give me Porsche all day long.
Right.
But not a Lambo, not a Ferrari. Maybe a Ferrari, but not a Lambo. But it didn't feel like it was just all right. You know, it was cool, but
it's rough.
It's rough.
It's a rough ride.
It's rough ride, and that's the problem. The rough ride. That one, and there was a Mercedes that's a high-end sports Mercedes. That was a rough ride too. But you know why it was? Because the tires were bad.
Yeah. With the little small tires.
Yeah, the little tires, man. And when you have enough tread on them, it just hits. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you guys look good in it. That's for sure.
Hey, thank you, man. You know, Seymour's flashy.
When you see two guys in the sports car and you don't see no females, you're like,
you think,
That's right. Yeah, they're together. But I didn't think that when I saw you guys. I was like,
oh, thank you very much, bro. Thank you.
Those are my boys right there. I didn't think that at all.
That's crazy. Well, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna hold you up too much longer, but I really appreciate you coming out, spending some time with a brother, sharing the mic, sharing the screen. You know, like I tell everybody, this podcast is all things funny, all things life. That's what it's about. That's all it is. It's all things funny, all things life. Bring on my good friends and people I know and people that just want to just say something to the world, because you know we all need to laugh. We all need to communicate and talk to each other and just get to know that you can love one another during these times. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But it's you know, the thing about it is that people are starting to realize that they can actually be around other people again, which is a great thing. And being able to communicate and open up, because when you're sheltered and locked up, man, you lose your mind, you know. So it's really good. So thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, it's my pleasure, man. I'm glad to be doing this. You know, and it's always good to see you. You know, we see each other on the internet and everything, and say, hey.
Right.
We haven't seen each other in over 20-some years, man, and we both still look good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Look at that skin. Look at that, bam. You know, look at chocolate and caramel in the house.
And we both bald headed, so it's like when they go to the box, they're like, oh yeah, put that one there and put that one there. Give me the chocolate one and the caramel one.
we both look like smooth Seas candy heads, you know.
Exactly, man.
And everybody loves Seas candies. Remember that,
you know.
Everybody.
I definitely want to put you in one of my movies, man.
Okay, for sure. We're gonna make it work. You need another dream, though.
Well, I need to go back and figure out what that one was that I needed you in.
But whatever else, man, you know I'm down, man. You know I'm down to kick it with you anytime. I'll drive out there for you. You know that.
I appreciate that, man.
You know,
I got a couple of projects that I'm working on, and just to let your audience know, man, if they want to, what I try to do is I try to give opportunities and chances to people who are coming up and who want to, you know, that Hollywood catch 2020 BS that we've been through. What I try to do is give people an opportunity to show what you got. And to show your talent and to actually harness your talent to the point where, you know, when you work with us, you work with my team, Grand Concourse Film, that you have the opportunity for something that you're not normally going to get. Right. You know, to where the point where you walk in and you train in and boom, next thing you know, you're in the movie.
Nice.
You know,
and that opportunity in Hollywood, we know is hard and dime a dozen, and it's a serious rat race, and you got to figure out how to get in where you fit in.
Right.
You know, you have to find a way. It's all about connections, who you know, persistence, the hard work and dedication it takes to even take it to the next level or become SAG or to get in a project. So yeah, you're right.
Right.
So thank you.
And man. just learn the basics, you know, 101.
Yeah.
You know, which a lot of what I find is a lot of people coming up right now don't even know the basics of it.
Right. And that's hands-on experience. You can't beat hands-on.
Right.
Because you can teach it in the class. Don't get me wrong. But when you out there and you in it, it's a whole different ball game.
Totally different.
So thank you for what you do, man.
Thank you, man. And they can go follow my page on Facebook called TALC, which stands for the Actors Lounge Cinema.
Actors Lounge Cinema.
The Actors Lounge Cinema, TALC, which is really people say, and they say, "Hey, I joined Talc."
Right.
And it's not talc, it's talk. You know what I mean? So, but there, you know, I'm building it even more now to give opportunities to people, to actually kids and teenagers who want to work behind the scenes and learn, you know, the camera, the technology, the style of shooting,
Right.
all that kind of stuff. Then that's how I like working with kids, teenagers. I don't like working with kids, but I like working with
Right.
teenagers who want to do
Right.
stuff, you know. I
Right.
know some
Right.
mother right now is sitting there with a kid now talking about, see, we were gonna call him, but now he don't want to work.
Right.
with
Right.
you.
He don't like the kids. He ain't about nothing. He all selfish, all to
Right.
himself. He
And
trying to
little
get paid from his
little
kids.
kid running by talking about, fuck him. Yeah, man.
Thank you, brother.
You're welcome, my brother.
Be easy, man.
Yes, sir. Let's not wait another 20 years.
Yes, that's not. We can't. We're
You
too
know what I'm
close.
saying?
You're only a few hours from me. Come on. It's too.
And I
close.
want to see if you really look like this in person, man, because you look the same way, man. You're gonna mess around, you're gonna be like, hey, that was pretty good, man. You look good. I'm like, see, I knew you was lying, man.
You see me when I come, I'm like, oh, bro.
Got the wrinkles all on your face and everything. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, see, I know
marks in the face.
Wrinkle,
no
the back of your head is wrinkle.
Like bag of Franks in the back. Yeah, I know.
I was about to say sausage meat. And then you wearing some lemon pepper church steppers. I'm like, yeah.
Oh man, I know.
with the silky hammer pants.
Man. Man, I tell you, it ain't nothing like kicking with you because you look like my boy. You're like a nice James Ingram, a little swole, but nice James Ingram around this house. I love it, brother. And women love James Ingram, so
I sent you roses and no, because it's violins you won't go all the way.
We made
Remember that song?
James Ingram, right? James Ingram.
I gotta use that in the movie, man. I gotta put a James Ingram name in there.
Now you have to put it in the movie that I'll be in. How about that? Remember that, and I'm gonna remind you now.
All right. And we're gonna be James Ingram in the movie.
For sure, man. You know I do it, man.
Yeah.
I actually was on the road and I couldn't do it, but I got cast for a part to play what's the name of that group? It'll come to me. Was that? No, not Troop. It's a newer group, but the group came out in the 2000s. What's the white group?
Stokely?
What's the name of that group, man? It'll come to me. You know him because the white guy that's in it, he started hosting talk shows and doing different shows.
Oh, Joey Fatone?
No, that's what you call it. What's that? Not Backstreet.
I think that's
NSYNC. No, not that one. Not that one. It's a group. What's the name of that group?
It'll
come to me. Huh?
Is it a black guy in it?
Yeah, one black dude. I got cast as a black, but I was on the road. I couldn't do it.
It's not
and I had to fly out. I had to fly out the day they were going to shoot before I flew out, but they moved it back closer to the date I was flying out, and I would have had to change my flight plans to leave what you call it, red eye flight.
Okay.
So I couldn't do it. But it was.
It's not Color Me Bad, is it?
No, it's not color. It's not a black group.
Okay.
It's a mainstream pop group. I say pop, and the guy, the lead singer was this handsome white dude with spiky hair. What's the name of that group? But I got cast as a black dude, the only black dude in the band. Yeah, it was for television. It was a film. I can't remember. I think it was film. Yeah, that's crazy. It's gonna come to me. I'll let you know. I'll text it to you. You get a kick out of it.
Remember?
Because I was like, I didn't think, bro. I went in there and I saw people that looked like this dude to me, and I'm like, I'm not going, And I got it, and I was like, I gotta go,
But you couldn't do it.
It was right before the pandemic, bro. It was actually a couple of months before the pandemic. So as soon as that happened. As soon as that went on the road, I came back. The pandemic hit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start with an M. What's the name of that group? It'll come to me. I'll send it to you.
What, M?
I want to say M.
Milli Vanilli? No.
Yeah, I was Millie. Now I don't know.
It's just Millie and Vanilli.
Millie Vanilli. One of them not around. Which one canceled Christmas?
That was you know what? I don't know which one was Vanilli and
I can't remember either. But one of them couldn't take it anymore.
Right. Well, I met the dark skin one, Fab.
Okay, all right.
I think his name is and I would love to do a movie on them. You know, I don't know why there hasn't been a movie on them. Dude, that's one of the greatest stories ever.
Yeah, it really is, because their story is so unique, because people didn't know they didn't sing sometime.
Right.
Most of the time, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're legendary, bro.
Yeah.
That story, their whole story, the Milli Vanilli story is legendary. They fooled the world, and then
the world,
when the world turned its back on them, like how they doing on Will Smith.
Sugar Ray. Sorry, bro.
Sugar Ray.
Remember the band Sugar Ray?
You, baby. Put your
Sugar
arms
Ray.
around me, baby.
I got cast as Sugar Ray.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
As the black guy, huh?
As the black dude.
I would have think more like Hootie and the Blowfish, and you were like Hootie.
Come on. Have you seen Hootie lately? No.
You know, like the black dude. Remember, you know the black dude in Hootie and the Blowfish, Darius
Rucker. Yeah.
Darius Rucker, right?
Darius Rucker.
He said, "Yo, I'm not Hootie. There is no Hootie. None of us are Hootie. That's just a name." He's like, Hootie. He's like, "Yo, I'm not Hootie.
I'm not Hootie.
Hootie who?
Hootie who?"
That's funny. Yeah. Yeah. We
That's
should
crazy.
do, man. I would love to do a story on that, man, on Milli Vanilli. I just, I have nowhere.
Hey, you know what? I jump in. You do it. I jump. You know me. I jump in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
You got to get one more cat though. One's got to be Millie, and the other one's and
my sons would be perfect. Milli Vanilli. They got the long hair.
They would. You know? They would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My son, this one here, I tried to get him to do Prince.
He would be perfect.
Dude, I got a picture of him. He looks just like Prince, man.
You don't want to do it?
No, dude, he wouldn't even watch Purple Rain.
Wow, you got to watch Purple Rain.
I said, son, this is Purple Rain. He's like, dude, it's gay. I'm like, Prince? I said, dude, Prince can take your mother. You know what I mean? Prince can get, he only messed with the finest women in the world. There's nothing gay about Prince. And as soon as I said that, Prince said, oh! And my son said, sure, he's not gay, Dad.
Your son was like, nah, I'm cool.
I'm cool. I'm not, you know, and to this very day, he has not watched Purple Rain.
Yeah, he need to check it out. It's history,
I had the
man.
trailer. I had the trailer set up, written. How I was going to do the trailer for. We were going to do back in the day. We were going to do the Boondocks.
Right? Yeah.
And I met the dude who made the Boondocks. Can't remember his name, but we was at a bar and I was talking to him and I showed him the pictures and he was like, "Dude, you know what? I'm gonna tell you straight up." He said, "I've had a lot of parents tell me, you know, my kid is just like, you know, Huey and whatever." And he said, "But your kids are the only ones that actually look like the characters." And I was like, "Yeah, man, let's do it, man. This is my Joe Jackson mode. Let's do it, man. Let's make it happen." He was like, "Yeah, only thing is kids change too fast." So he didn't want to do it.
Wow. Yeah.
You know, So we had Purple Rain, we had the Boondocks. So, oh well, what can you say?
Yeah, just keep pushing, bro.
Well, you see, look, now you got a movie out right now.
That's true.
You know, I'm about to put the post up the behind the scenes of the premiere.
Right, and I like how you and I like everybody to know too. I like how you educate people on filmmaking, which is amazing.
Yeah, you know? And the reason why I do that is because, you know, when I was going to go to film school in Hollywood, they wanted a lot of money for it, and I was like, yeah, not going to happen. And then I bought a book by Robert Rodriguez called Rebel Without a Crew. And he's not into going to the film school. And then I would go to the movies every single day, every weekend, and I would watch the technicalities of filmmaking. You know, why the camera is moving, why the actor is moving, what's happening going on behind the scenes, the extras, everything. I watch everything. And I learned, right now, I watch a lot of Amazon Prime movies. And I watch them in a lot of independent Black films. And the reason why I watch them is to learn what not to do.
Wow. Okay.
You know, because so many of those movies, us as Black filmmakers are known, you get put into this typecast, you know, like you won't get a lot of the stories that you see the white independent filmmakers do because they have wide varieties of different movies, different genres, different ideas. If you look at on Amazon Prime, the majority of the movies that are on there that are created by Black filmmakers are Shanika was trying to get out the hood. Tyrone got out of jail.
That's true.
And now he's, you know what I mean? And it's all the same. The audio is bad. The lighting is bad. They know there's no studying on the lights, on how to make lights look good. There's the audio, and I see it all the time. And this is a recent thing that I posted where, people put the microphone on the camera and they're talking over there, and right. It may be a directional camera, but doggone well, this is a picture, the microphone, and you're talking, and your audio is supposed to be traveling straight to that microphone, right? But as it's traveling, everything that's coming in this way is messing up your sound.
Right. Because that microphone is on the cameras picking all that up. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, the microphone got to be near your people.
Right. Right.
6 feet above right here.
Right.
Boom.
And that's why back in the day, when you watch all the talk shows, they had the mic right above. And sometimes you watch a show, and if the camera go up too much, you see the mic.
So anyway,
right.
You see the boom guy sitting.
That's old school right there. Boom guy fell asleep.
Right. He's sitting there, you're like,
right. Exactly.
So what I try to do is give kids, give teens, give people the opportunity and the knowledge, sharing the knowledge that I've gained, because my movies, when you watch it from my first movie to where they are now, they've progressed. And with every movie, I feel that you as a filmmaker should get better with every movie. You learn something that you messed up or did wrong in your last movie, and not to do it in your new movie.
Right, right.
And audio is real important, and especially if you get the opportunity to have it in the theater.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah, if you get to have it in the theater, ooh, man. And you hear especially if it's in 5.0, oh man, you hear all kind of crappy sounds and everything,
Yeah.
So I try to teach people, share that information with people. And, if you use it, great. If not, you don't have to.
Right. And you can share, like you said, they can share, pass it down. If you're not going to use it, pass it down.
Yeah. Well, when you see it, right? When you see it, you'll think about it like, oh, you know what, that microphone, you detach that microphone from the camera and bring it closer to me.
Right.
Or something like there's one guy out there, and some people, believe it or not, bro, I've come across people who take the advice that I give them or that anybody gives them as a way of defending their actions. And it's just advice.
Right. Right. Exactly. I agree.
And I saw this one guy, he had a movie out, and he had got stopped by the police. He had the police car lights in the front of him being stopped.
Okay.
But the cop car was supposedly have stopped him in the back. And I'm like, what just happened here? You know what I mean? That's not right.
Right.
But in my movie, you'll see that I actually had the police car lights in the back. So there's nothing going on in the front. The police car lights are actually in the back. So these are things that I've learned from going to the movies every weekend and seeing how things are done. When DVDs were hot, I would only buy a DVD if it had the making of, behind the scenes, that type of thing. If it didn't have it, I wasn't buying it.
Right.
And I'm still like that to this day. And I buy it to see what's going on, and I learn from it.
Is there any movie that you're a fan of? I mean, like from
tons. I couldn't even tell you which is which. Musically, the Blues Brothers.
Okay.
But as far as technical and all that stuff, I really couldn't tell you which one. I just know I like movies where that make sense.
Right.
And a lot of these movies that you see on Amazon Prime by Black independent filmmakers, they're all the same, man. They're all the same.
Right.
We have to start caring about stepping up our grade, stepping up the quality of movies that you're doing, stepping up with your cameras, your lenses, and your technique and style. We just can't point and shoot it and then think, oh, it's going to be the great story and this, that, and the next thing. No, you have to have things that make your movie interesting. Right. Even with cell phones, people are now making movies with cell phones. And if you notice the difference between a filmmaker, his films are going to be moving.
Right.
As he's standing there holding his cell phone like this, but he's going to keep it moving, keep it busy.
Right.
Keep you stimulated.
That's true.
So, that's just my thing, man. But I appreciate the fact that you appreciate that I do that every now and then.
No problem, brother. I really do, man. Appreciate everything you do, man. Keep hustling, keep your grind going, keep doing what you love to do. And we're gonna catch each other on the flip side for sure.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
You know.
I'm gonna do a movie with all my boys in it, man.
There you go. There you go, man.
You know, all my boys gonna be in the movie, man. The only ones that's not gonna be in the movie when they say, "Yeah, I don't mind being in the movie, Kevin. How much you paying me?" Yeah.
Right.
Hey, we boys, man. This is a heart movie. Oh yeah, I can't do it.
Right. For sure, man. Be easy out there, man. Keep like I said, keep doing what you're doing, man. And I'm gonna catch up with you, bro.
I'm gonna hold you to it.
For sure. We ain't gonna let another 10 years or more pass. That's for sure.
Man, I'm gonna take a cruise just to come mess up your show.
And I appreciate your support throughout the years too, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, brother. Talk to you in a minute.
All right, my brother.
Peace.